you mentioned there around the 10 and 15 jersey. There's a bit of that happening in New Zealand rugby at the moment. D-Mac,
Yeah.
Bodie, Marcus Smith with you. Like,
Yep.
you had it as a player. Was there a point in your career like, mate, I'm a 10. I'm done with this?
Yeah.
Or were you always, I'll do what's best for the team? And if someone's in that position, how do you attack it? Like, how do you see that?
Yeah, I think at the start I was always it was definitely do what's best for the team, and certainly it was probably that coming through Harbour into that first Super Rugby campaign with the Highlanders.
Yeah,
I then
starting
wanted to
jerseys and
nail.
starting jersey, right?
Yeah. I really wanted to nail my flags to the mast and have a go at that number 10 jersey. I wanted that to be I wanted the Highlanders number 10 jersey, and I wanted the All Black number 10 jersey. So I said, look, I want to play. I'll play. I'll go back there if you want me to, but I want to set the stall out and say this is where I want to play. So that's what I did do. I think now, I don't know, maybe the game's changed. There seems to be a bit more around. Certainly Razor likes players that can play multiple positions. I think it certainly gives you a string to the bow. Like I definitely wouldn't begrudge it in having the ability to play. Like if you're a 10 that can play 12, brilliant. If you're a 10 that can play 15, that's great. The old French 9 that can go to 10, like that kind of thing. If you can do that, the old John Preston. If you can do that, that's brilliant. It certainly makes you valuable. It certainly makes you valuable to the team.
And for a make-up on the interesting. On the bench, eh?
Yeah, definitely. I think Marcus Smith one's really interesting because I actually feel really sorry for him. It's not just because I coach him and he's at Quins, but he's been their best player in England for the last 2-3 years, and I think people are forgetting that. And I think it's almost a little bit now because he's a bit of a maverick, and I don't think the English system, whether they like Mavericks, even though they say they like Mavericks, like it seems to be a bit of a fallout for it. And obviously Finn Smith came in and did really well. And look, I just think Marcus sees the game so different to like 90% of the English players. We're lucky at Quins because he's been there so long. We've got 50 people that know what he's going to do. They react and they're on his shoulder, or they know in this situation he's more likely to do this. He's going to look for that cross kick. So wingers hold the field, fill the field, use your real estate. I just think there's a bit of in England, and not everyone's quite right on the same wavelength with him, and therefore sometimes I think he gets a bit of the fault with that, which I think is a bit disappointing. But both really good tens, and I think for Marcus having the ability to do both makes him really valuable. But I know he wouldn't be enjoying being put with a 15 on the back. He'd want to play 10. He want to demand and run the game, which I think he's brilliant at.
So can you remember a point where you spoke with coaches and said, hey, look, I'd prefer just to play 10? Stop giving me work on
Greg Cooper. Yeah, Coops was a coach at Highlanders then. So I think it was the year after probably towards the end of that year with Brownie. I think Brownie had said he was leaving anyway because I think it was his last year. So we kind of knew that. I said, oh look, like I want to be 10. I don't want to you go and get someone else. Obviously you'll have another 10 in there, but don't think about getting someone else that you want as your number 10. I want the number 10 jersey. So I had a conversation which he was really good at. And it was the same for Otago in the NPC, when obviously we played NPC back in those days, and it was the same. Just put me at 10, and if you need me to drop back, I'll drop back. But I want the number 10 jersey.
Outstanding. And just to wrap, mate, your time with England, what an awesome opportunity to international footy. Your perspective, your takeaways, your learnings, what's different, the coaching group. And I'm actually really keen to hear about English boys. I've heard it, and lads. Eddie Jones has spoken about a little bit, but different culture and coaching them and how they think. What was your experience?
Yeah, really, really great experience. I think